Someone says something that makes your stomach drop. Muslims are terrorists. Your heart pounds. Your mind goes blank. You want to say the perfect thing, but what is it? See, when people like you and me say we want to beat Islamophobia, it means a few things. First, we want to stop the awkward silence when someone says something weird. 2, we want to feel confident that we're not the crazy ones. And 3, we want to have a good comeback. The problem is, most advice on how to do this is either super aggressive or completely useless. Well then, you might be thinking, so Gother, tell us, what's the solution then? The solution is simple. See, our brains are lazy. They love simple cartoon stories. When people say these things, they're just repeating a simple wrong story they heard. Your goal is not to completely change their mind in 30 seconds. That's impossible, and trying to do it is why we get scared. Your new goal is tiny. It's to plant one single seed of doubt. That's it. You just want to make them go, huh? On the inside. Let's start with literally the most common phrase. Go back to where you came from. Now, what do? Instead of getting defensive, you build a bridge. Calmly say, you know, my family came here for the same reasons most families did. What's your family story? You didn't fight. You turned a wall into a bridge. The seed has been planted. But Gother, what if someone says, women are so oppressed in Islam? Now, let's be real. You can't solve that whole topic, but you can plant your seed. Give them one surprising fact that breaks their simple cartoon story. I know that it may seem like that, but here's something that actually blew my mind. The very first university in the world was actually started by a Muslim woman. Her name was Fatima Al-Fahri. You haven't denied the problems exist, but you have completely destroyed the idea that the religion itself is about oppression. Seed planted. Okay, now for maybe the most common one. Someone calls Muslims terrorists. Your first feeling is to list all the reasons it's not true, but that's what they expect. Remember, lazy brain. Instead, let's flip a different switch. Say this calmly. You know, there are almost 2 billion Muslims in the world. If just 1% were terrorists, that would be 20 million terrorists. The world would be on fire, right? Let that sink in for a second. Then add, the real number of bad guys is super, super tiny. Isn't it crazy how a few bad people can create a stereotype that's not true for 2 billion others? You did it again. You didn't fight. You gave their brain a new piece of information that it can't ignore. The story in their head changes from Muslims equals terrorists to, wow, 2 billion is a lot. The math doesn't make sense. They might not admit it, but you just planted a powerful seed of doubt. But Gother, how do you feel confident? By remembering your goal isn't to win a war. If your goal is to win the argument, your brain will feel too pressured and it'll blank out. So make your goal to plant one tiny seed in their brain. If you want to support this channel and me, feel free to click the link in the comments below.